You might remember back in 2015 when this clip of Stephen Fry started floating around the internet after an appearance on the television broadcast of The Meaning of Life.
Suppose it's all true, and you walk up to the pearly gates and you are confronted by God. What will Stephen Fry say to him, her, or it?
I will basically, what's known as theodicy, I think. I'll say bone cancer in children? What's that about? How dare you? How dare you create a world in which there is such misery that is not our fault? It's not right. It's utterly, utterly evil. Why should I respect a capricious, mean-minded, stupid God who creates a world which is so full of injustice and pain? That's what I would say.
And you think you're going to get in on that?
No, but I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to get in on his terms. They're wrong. Now, if I died and it was Pluto, Hades, and if it was the 12 Greek gods, then I would have more truck with it, because the Greeks they didn't pretend not to be human in their appetites and in their capriciousness and in their unreasonableness. They didn't present themselves as being all-seeing, all-wise, all-kind, all-beneficent. Because the God who created this universe, if it was created by God, is quite clearly a maniac.
Now this is just a portion of what he said. If you want to see the whole thing, I put a link in the description below. But it sums up his point. Turns out that Ireland has blasphemy laws on the books, and 2 years later someone decided to report Fry to the authorities. If convicted, a person can face a €25,000 fine for hurting someone's feelings. Potentially hurting someone's feelings. You know what? No, not even. Nobody's feelings even get hurt in this. It's not an insult, it's just disagreeing with someone's beliefs.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Now, the police have already said they aren't pursuing it. But what civilized nation would even allow such a law to exist in this day and age? I figured it must be some old remnant of a bygone era, an oversight in laws that should have been repealed a long time ago. But they renewed the blasphemy law in 2009 under the Defamation Act. How the fuck did blasphemy get lumped in with defamation? First of all, if God has a problem with defamation, he should file the charge himself. And secondly, for it to be defamation, it would have to be untrue. Blasphemy laws bestow upon an imaginary character a right that even real people don't possess. And at the same time, it violates the right of free speech that you're supposed to have. Blasphemy is a childish concept to begin with. It implies that a person's God is so frail that he not only can't withstand criticism, but that he needs your help to defend himself. The reality is that people with delusional thinking get upset when something challenges that delusion, so they want the right to live in an ideological bubble. But such a right does not and certainly should not exist. Only hearing what you want to hear is how cults operate, and in reality, the only difference between a cult and a religion is the size of membership.